Okay, I don't have too much time to do this video, uh, but I was I was thinking about the white couple that's that has been sentenced to 20 and 15 years in prison. Try to find their names right quick. Try to give them a little respect. Jose Torres and Kalya Norton. But this is my thoughts on the situation. Now, I posted the video of them getting at the aftermath of the sentencing. I put in the description box in that video, my position, but I didn't expound on my position. So here I am to clear the air about how I feel about the racist couple, Jose Torres and Kalya Norton. First of all, one thing that I said in the description box is we can't count their sentence as a win for us as black people. We can't count that as a win, as like the judicial system was looking out for us. Okay. What I said to a guy in the comment section of that video was until officers have been convicted and sentenced, then black people should feel as though the judicial system is working in our favor. That halfway working in our favor. The reason I say it's only halfway working in our favor is because, okay, yeah, you're getting the officers now. They should be getting scared now. But what about the harsh sentencing that you give to black people anyway? It is a fact that more black people are given harsher sentencings than other races. Blacks and Latinos are given harsher sentences than other races. Okay. We can't look at Jose and Kalya as though they actually did something to us physically and emotionally. It is fucked up. The kids, they're gonna remember that for the rest of their lives. But the type of scar that is left on the families of those slain by police officers, those who are lynched by police officers, those families have it worse. Okay. Jose Torres and Kalya Norton were just pawns in this white supremacist game of chess that is being played with that's being played amongst the world's ruling class. Okay, you can call it conspiracy theorist or conspiracy theory or whatever. But there is someone pulling strings. And there's someone trying to pull strings that do not work in the favor of the black, African, Moorish, Israelite community. Or those with brown and black skin. But I don't think that is something that should be celebrated. The reason I don't think that it's something that should be celebrated is because it was just a chess move. It was just a chess move to get black people, to make black people more comfortable. Matter of fact, I bet you that there is going to be another killing. There's going to be something that the government is going to do that is going to trigger black people to want to march and protest again. Okay? And it's starting to look like, well, not starting to look like, this is what I see. The government is playing with us like someone playing with the light switch. Turn the light on just to see it come on, then turn it off just to see it turn off. And that's exactly what they're doing with black people. Okay? They're getting them riled up and then they're hushing them. And I can't see how any black person can be proud of this sentencing. And I have to bring it up. I'm trying to trying to make sure that I word everything carefully without having to offend certain people. But the commenter under that video was saying that that I should acknowledge good white how did he word it? I forget how he worded it, but I am to acknowledge that there are some good white powerful people in certain positions who are looking out for black people. That's bullshit. No one in politics based on history, no one in politics can look out for black people. John F. Kennedy tried. He was assassinated. Matter of fact, Abraham Lincoln went against his principle, and he was assassinated. Okay, if history doesn't teach us anything, history teaches us that that politics is a game. Okay, history also teaches us that no one really cares for anyone, especially in politics and government. So when you say that this judge was being a good white man for sentencing his fellow white brother and sister to all these years in prison, I should acknowledge that that one judge is a good white man. So he's a good white man because he sentenced someone. See, obviously people who make comments like these do not know how to play chess, Or they do know how to play chess, but they have not yet applied it to life. And it has to be looked at as though the couple, Jose Torres and Kalya Norton, they were simply pawn pieces. They were pawn pieces for the bigger objective, or just for the objective period. And what was the objective? To hush black people. To make black people think that the system works for them too. Government assistance. See, I'm gonna tell y'all like this. A lot of you black people that's listening to this, you have a liberal way of thinking. A lot of white people watching this video have a conservative way of viewing things. Me personally, I can't be liberal and I can't be conservative. I have to be in the middle. Because, and this is the problem. This is the problem with conservatives. Well, problem for both conservatives and liberals is that they truly believe that everything that they believe is true. And then don't have an atheist conservative who thinks that everything that they believe is true. I'm not going to say that. That's not what this video is about. I'm not going to get off into that. But we all have to think in the middle. We all have to come to a common ground, a common understanding of our society, or the society that we live in. Liberals don't want to be responsible. Conservatives don't want to be responsible. Why am I saying all this? Black people, when silenced by the government, let's say it like this. Black people are so accustomed, well, not black people in general, but those black people whom this applies to, rely heavily on the government assistance that they receive. And because of those government assistances that they receive, they view the government as being for them, because the government couldn't have ever gave them these benefits. But that's exactly what these benefits are for. The whole reason they let you in on the benefits was so that they could shut you up, to stop you from asking for reparations, which I don't agree with. I don't believe in asking for reparations. They want you to be dependent on them solely and not up on each other, which we as black people, that is a part of our nature. We are a people that thrives on unity. This is why when we come together, things happen. Okay? And some people may say, well, that goes on with any race. No, when black people come together and with one mind and with one sole purpose, we are able to excel higher than any other people on this planet. That has been proven throughout history. And this is why the Egyptians can't be white. That's for another subject. But we talking about Kalya Norton and Jose Torres. That's who we talking about right now. And my position on their sentencing. And just because a judge sentenced them to all these years in prison does not mean that that we had somebody looking out for us. That is not what that means. Because the government has ways of making you believe that it is looking out for you when it's truly not. Now, you may have a few white people who do good things for black people and never look for anything out of it. Now, yeah, I can't say that there aren't any good white people. Okay, I can't say that. But if there are good white people, where are they? And I'm talking about white people whose actions are not questionable. And when I say questionable, I mean when you look at that action and you're able to say they did that just to shut the black person up. They did that so that they could get some kind of recognition. They did that. You see what I'm saying? If you find that white person, show him to me. This is why I can't side with those white people who marched with black people during the civil rights era, with Dr. King, and doing the protest marches, because I believe that their actions were ambiguous. I really believe that their actions were ambiguous. I don't think that they had intentions of actually dying with black people. Now, there have been white people that were hanged for helping black people. There were. But today, where are those white people who are willing to die for black people? And I ask that question egotistically. I do ask that question egotistically. Because you can't continue to act as though racism does not exist. Racism does exist. And because racism exists, where are those white voices that are standing against their brothers and sisters who portray the racist characteristics? Okay, are there white people who are losing friendships, getting divorces for black liberation? Don't come to us telling us that you love black people because of this, and this. That don't mean shit to me. You could tell me anything. I won't believe it. I can't believe it. I just can't believe something that you say without there being some kind of factual evidence or something for me to say that, oh, this is true. Nothing. Your actions have to speak louder than your words. And your actions have to be geared towards your own people. Now, this is some shit. Check this out. There's no white people on YouTube that I know of who are addressing white people, their own people, concerning their ways and the things that they do in this society, covert, overt, subliminally, and, wide and open. None of them. But you have so many black, you can call them sellouts, you can call them coons, you can call them toms, you can call them whatever the hell you want to call them. But there are so many black people that are addressing black people, their own people, for the things that they're doing in this community. What I'm saying is, if you are a white person who are watching this video and you say that you are a good white person, where are your videos here on YouTube addressing your own people for the racism that they project and for the lifestyles that they live that makes your race a questionable race of people? Because black people aren't the only ones that, if we were all to walk in a room, black people wouldn't be the only ones that would be stereotyped. Because if a white person walked in the room, I'm not finna say, oh, look, there's a person. No, I'm gonna look at that person and be like, he got a gun? Is he a rapist? You know, the hell just walked in this room. You know what I'm saying? And you can't get mad at that, because whenever a black person walks around you, you hold your purse tighter. You cross the street. Oh, he's a thug. Oh, she's a whore. She's this, she's that. I didn't mean to make this video this long. I promise I didn't mean to make this video this long. But when dealing with white people concerning topics like these, you have to address those things that need to be addressed. And I feel that I addressed everything that needed to be addressed concerning Jose Torres and Kalya Norton. Okay? And the racist judge that gave them the sentencing. Yes, I said that being egotistical. And I don't mind saying it. We as black people have every right to be egotistical. After everything that's been done to us, and then everyone just want to turn a blind eye to what's been done to us. White person, I want you to think like this. Since you telling us to shut up and just accept the things that happen to us, I want you to think like this. Say your grandmother came to you and told you, no, let's make this even worse. Your great-grandmother, still living, came to you, told you that she got raped and that her rapist is still out on the loose raping other people. Are you going to tell your great-grandmother, oh, grandma, just, forget about that? That happened to you years ago. Great-grandmother, why are you still talking about that? Why are you still thinking about that? See, even though that these things happened to my ancestors, I don't care if it didn't happen to me. As far as I'm concerned, it did happen to me, and it's still happening to me. We are continuously getting ass raped by this society. This white supremacist society is continuously raping us every day, all day, in the way that we're paid, in the way that we are paid, in the way that we are played. Okay? And you can't say that we are not, because you are a pawn as well. You are a pawn as well, and every pawn has a potential to become another piece on the board. Every pawn has the potential to become another piece on the board. This is why I don't trust white people. I can't trust white people because you have a team. Whether you want to accept the privilege or not, you still have a team. And unless you feel like taking yourself out, pawn suicide, then that'll be the day that I trust a white person. Because that pawn that commits pawn suicide is the white person that says, or this is the pawn, or this is the white person who makes YouTube videos addressing his people concerning those things that that are not right within their community, and addressing those racist actions that are projected towards us as black people. I'm going to say this again. Every pawn has the potential to be another piece on the board. Okay? And a lot of the Toms, coons, and sellouts that we have in our community are those pawns that advanced and wanted to get taken out. Not a sacrifice for the team, but a sacrifice so that they wouldn't be in the battle along with us. They'd rather be in a spatial void than to be going through the shit that we going through. But that is a delusion. That is a delusion. As long as if you are a black piece, you are always going to be treated as a black piece. If you are a white piece, you are always going to be treated as a white piece. So, that's all that I had to say about that. And I'm finna finish sipping on this Coke and get back to work. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.